Hey, it's Nikachu, and today we are going to take a look at the unluckiest MTG Pro ever caught on camera. MTG pros hate variance, and they've complained about bad luck for years, whether it's their draft pod, how their deck lines up against their opponent, or if they make top 8 based on tiebreakers. But none of that is going to compare to the bad luck that we are going to see today. Introducing Brad Nelson versus braun-duin. They are in the final game, in the semifinals of a best-of-5 match. Everything is on the line. The winner goes to the finals. And it is a mirror match. Both of them are playing Sneak and Show. The plan of this combo deck is to put a giant creature in play with either Sneak Attack, Through the Breach, or Show and Tell. For example, Sneak Attack is an enchantment for 1 red and 3 generic. It has an activated ability of 1 red. Choose a creature card from your hand and put that creature into play. You can attack with it on the same turn because it's not affected by summoning sickness. At end of turn, sacrifice the creature. What creatures are we planning to put into play? Well, we have Emrakul the Ion's Torn and Griselbrand. Emrakul can attack for 15 and wipe out the opponent's board, and Griselbrand will draw enough cards to completely control and close out the game. And because they're playing the same deck, yes, this is exactly the Spider-Man meme. So how does this final game play out? Let's go take a look at the action.
braun-duin, coming off a win in Grand Prix Louisville just last week, plays that same deck in Standard today, or I'm sorry, this weekend. Plays Sneak and Show in Legacy, and
oh my god, starts out all the eggy eggs in a single basket.
Brad Nelson, Sneak and Show, turn 1, Lotus Petal in City of Traders.
Lotus Petal, City of Traders, Sneak Attack.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Force of Will, removing Spell Pierce. Brad says, okay.
No.
Yeah, Brad just going for it, trying to see if he can actually sneak something in before anything could happen.
And that painful City of Traders in play too. As soon as he lays another land, the city goes away. Goodbye, City of Traders.
So Brad Nelson on the play goes full Leroy Jenkins YOLO turn 1 by sacrificing 2 Lotus Petals for mana and a City of Traders in order to cast this Sneak Attack.
Alright, thumbs up. Ready, guys? Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins!
Oh my god, he just ran in.
If this spell resolves, he will win the game next turn. But he's going all in. He's putting all of his chips into the middle of the table because he knows that the only one card that can stop his combo is Force of Will. And the odds of the opponent starting the game with a Force of Will is less than 40%. But BBD had the Force of Will, and much like the legacy of Leroy Jenkins, Brad Nelson lost everything in this ambush. And now he starts the game down 4 cards.
God damn it, Leroy.
I hope Brad Nelson at least has chicken.
Lotus Petal from braun-duin, pass. Another land from Brad, go. braun-duin here. You can see their Sneak Attacks in hand.
BBD basically traded 2 cards for 4 cards, so we got a couple of 2-for-1s there. But Brad willing to take the risk, take the gamble there that maybe BBD would not have the Force of Will in his opener, and he could take advantage of that small window.
A little less than 50% chance that braun-duin had it.
Yeah, so I like the gamble. It's certainly aggressive here in Game 5 of the semifinals.
Yeah, it'd be different if braun-duin had cards like Hydroblast after board, but he doesn't. So basically the coin flip. How does the coin flip look? Okay, looks like it didn't work out.
So BBD is way ahead with the Sneak Attack on the battlefield. All he needs is a single powerful creature. But Brad Nelson, on the other hand, has the powerful creatures in hand, but he's looking for a way to get them in play. How do they find their missing combo piece, you might ask? With cards like Brainstorm, Ponder, and Intuition. Brainstorm says draw 3 cards and put 2 cards from your hand on top of your library in any order. Ponder says look at the top 3 cards of your library, then put them back in any order, you may shuffle, draw a card. So Ponder can look 4 cards deep, because if the top 3 cards aren't what you want, just shuffle them back and then draw a random card. And lastly, Intuition. Search your library for 3 cards and reveal them. Target opponent chooses one of them, put that card into your hand and the rest into your graveyard, then shuffle your library. And the idea is, if you're missing one combo piece, just search for 3 copies of it. Your opponent's going to be forced to give you one of them, and then you can combo off. The game's now a race to whoever can find the missing combo piece first. But BBD is technically ahead with the sneak attack already in play. So how many cards will he look at before comboing off?
So BBD actually does cast and stick a sneak attack. Brad unable to counter it, but BBD actually doesn't have a threat.
This is the thing we've seen happen many times here. Now Brad Nelson does the shortcut fetch, get 2 lands at once. I think we're going to see an Intuition here, end of turn Pyroblast. Red Elemental Blast, there we go.
So Intuition countered by the Red Elemental Blast there.
Lotus Petal and Gristlebrand in hand, and Brad knows that braun-duin does not have a creature, so Brad hoping here for just like a
show and
tell.
Off the top, can I get a show and tell?
And I believe braun-duin has counter magic in hand though.
It's Ponder.
There we see Spell Pierce, and I think there was another Red Elemental Blast in there.
I think it's a second sneak attack, but you could be right.
Force of Will, Sneak Attack, and Spell Pierce.
Okay, so he's got some counter spells. Ponder from Brad. Brad does not like what's on top of his library. Quickly shuffles. Here, Brad playing pretty briskly. This match has already been going on for an hour, and one of these guys is playing for the right to a finals appearance against Huey Jensen. A Ponder off the top for Brad. He's going to immediately cast it. BBD says, I'm going to Spell Pierce that. Brad says, go. All right. And, off the top. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was a through the breach.
Through the breach. Brad Nelson lays a mountain. Oh, look at this fetch land go.
Both of these guys, one has a threat, the other one has a way to cheat a threat into play.
What do you got?
Gitaxian Probe from Brad is going to show us Through the Breach, Sneak Attack, and Force of Will. Force of Will right now cannot be cast. No blue cards, only 4 mana.
Double Gristlebrand for Brad. Lotus Petal makes that Force of Will a hard castable card.
He can cast Force of Will now. Island from Brad, he says go. And
Through
another
the
Through the Breach for BBD, a Force of Will for Brad.
Look at all
wow,
these
if these guys could just combine their hands.
Ancient Tombs.
Somebody would be losing.
Island.
Wow, it's
back to braun-duin.
He finds a
Ponder, wait a second now. Force of Will, no way, buddy. Not letting you look at 4 cards.
Yeah, Force of Will, says Brad on the Ponder. Does BBD want to fight for that Force of Will?
That's a great Force of Will by Brad Nelson.
Absolutely.
You can see braun-duin thinking about this very hard.
You saw how fast they were going, and all of a sudden, you know, you need like the record scratch kind of thing. When that Ponder hit the table, Brad immediately Force of Will. Not even thinking. BBD now looks like he may go ahead and hardcast his Force of Will. He's going to crack his Polluted Delta, and he's going to go ahead and look. He's going to find a basic island, it looks like. He's certainly thinking about that. Now he goes with a volcanic island.
And we see braun-duin here thinking, is he going to fight back, cast a Force of Will hard against this Force of Will? He lets the Ponder still in the stack, cast Force of Will, hard cast it. Force of Will counters Force of Will.
Getting cards like Ponder to dig deep for your combo pieces is so important that Brad Nelson just slams a Force of Will on the table, and braun-duin doesn't even blink and does the same back.
Ponder resolves. Is this gonna be it? 1,
Brainstorm,
2,
Ancient
3.
Tomb, Intuition.
Oh, not yet.
Not
Next
yet.
turn.
Could be. Yeah, he's unable to cast that Intuition this turn, so Brad's going to get a turn, and then BBD's going to be able to Intuition either on his own next turn or Brad's. But yeah, so it's not what he's looking for exactly, but an Intuition will help him get there. So it looks like he's keeping, and he's going to draw. I'm pretty sure he drew the Intuition, but he didn't show us. All right, Brad draws.
Right
a
here.
Gitaxian Probe.
Let's find out.
Brad.
The thing is, going to 14 life. Okay, Brainstorm through the breach, and Sneak Attack.
So the intuition is actually still sitting on top.
Right here is all the marbles, basically. Needs to be a Sneak Attack.
Brad finds Red Elemental Blast. Not bad. Plays
That is
Lotus
pretty
Petal.
good, though. Wow.
So earlier in the match, BBD used Red Elemental Blast to counter Brad's intuition. Now we're going to see likely the same thing right back. Red Elemental Blast on your intuition.
Brainstorm in response, looking for more counter magic? Or, for that matter, just a creature?
Right. If he brainstorms,
Goes for
he's
it.
going to go ahead and brainstorm. If he can find a way to counter it.
Land, ponder. Oh.
Wow. These players' libraries are cooperating with their opponents. I was going to say they're not cooperating with them, but they are cooperating. Brad is got the jinx on BBD, and BBD's got the jinx on Brad, and Brad's holding 2 Gristlebrand's and doesn't have a sneak attack or show and tell or through the breach, and BBD's got all the sneak attacks and through the breach, but cannot find a threat.
Back go 2 cards.
Looks like BBD is considering the 4-card hand of Ancient Tomb, Sneak Attack, Ponder, Polluted Delta. That is what he keeps. Alright, Intuition has been Red Elemental Blasted. Successfully countered.
Let's find another land, shuffle it
Yeah.
up. Oh, boy.
Wow. So BBD goes to 12 here, finds a basic island off of that Polluted Delta.
And now it's going to be a Ponder trying to find a kill. And Brad just has to wait.
Yeah.
F6.
Right. Can't do anything now.
Well, and Brad has 1 mystery card in his hand. We know that it's a Gristlebrand times 2. braun-duin only knows about 1 of them. And Ponder. Will Ponder finally finish it? Here we go. 1.
BBD cast Ponder. It resolves. Sneak
2.
Attack. Lotus Petal.
Sneak wow!
Attack. Wow!
1 more! Shuffle them up!
He's got...
Oh.
This is insane. BBD's going, yeah, I think I did. I think I sorted out all my threats. Brad's like, that's alright. I'm going to try to hard cast Gristlebrand off of Lotus Petals.
Here we go. Now, if you're Brad Nelson, I know that it's irrational, but if it was me, I feel like if I have him top deck the kill here, like it's my fault.
Yeah. Look at him.
I know it doesn't make sense,
What
but
is it? It's a
oh my
brainstorm.
God! Rebuy. Here we go.
Brainstorm resolved.
Come on.
He's got a show and tell. He's got
Yeah,
through the breach and a Ponder. Oh my gosh. Well.
Oh man, that is so good.
Wow.
Oh.
So he can still cast that brainstorm off of the Lotus Petal.
Now the thing is if he does that, he's only going to get 1 card deeper. So it's probably going to be a wait
He's gonna
until
have
the
to
next
wait, yeah.
turn.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, if he wants to, he can go for it right here and hope that that card that's right on top of his library currently, before he puts the 2 brainstorm cards
Right.
back, hope that that card is the kill.
He also has Ponder, right? He drew into a brainstorm and a Ponder, right? Yeah, I think he actually kept
That's
the Ponder, and he's gonna go
He's
ahead.
gonna go for it.
and Lotus
1,
Petal.
2, 3, come on.
No, it's another through the breach. Those things keep showing up and showing up.
Okay,
How
one more
many
shuffle.
through the breach are in the deck?
Look how thin that deck is. There's barely anything left. And Brian only needs 1 of 8 cards in that pile to win the game.
3, okay.
3 after sideboard.
Yeah. Seems like
And-
we've seen about 7 of them.
The rebuy once again. Okay, Brad Nelson, you gonna cut me to something good? Like I said, I know that it's irrational, but every
Right.
time this situation has happened to me, I always feel like it's my fault one way or the other.
If I had just cut differently.
Yes, why did I cut like that?
Yeah, I need to learn from my mistakes and cut differently next time. It's a show and tell.
Oh, goodness. And
All
will we
right.
see it? Is it going to be there? Is it going to be a through the breach? Is it going to be a sneak attack? What did he draw?
I don't know what Brad drew.
Oh, he hid it from us.
I-
What a meanie face.
I saw Gristlebrand, but there were already 2 in his hand, so if he's got 3 Gristlebrand now,
Oh, red elemental blast. Brainstorm.
And then it's going to get
Immediately.
a red blast here? Yep,
Yeah,
red
no
blast on the
manipulation. Is that triple Gristlebrand?
I'm not entirely sure. I'm not getting a good enough look at Brad's hand.
Land. A land from Brian braun-duin.
Wow. This is a really exciting game 5 because both of these players are just waiting on the tops of their deck to do anything.
And that's Brad Nelson with a fetch land and 2 Gristlebrands. Oh, he's thinking, is there any value in doing that? They know each other's deck lists. Emrakul.
I was going to say, oh, we found a threat. Oh, that's right. Brad had the threats. And then Brad's the one that had the threats already. And it's
There it
sneak
is.
attack. Brad Nelson. Does he have...
Oh my
Does it
God.
resolve? It looks like sneak attack's resolved. Both threats in, and there it is!
Oh
Brad
my
Nelson with
God.
a sneak attack off the
Wow.
top! Defeats Brian
Look
braun-duin
at
here
that.
in the semifinals of the StarCityGames.com Open Series
wow.
featuring the Invitational. Brad Nelson is going to go face off against Huey Jensen in the
Oh.
finals in a sneak and show mirror, and wow!
And he has to just get
Wow!
up. Now, if you're
This would go down as the most intense game of Magic where nothing happens. The odds of Brian braun-duin to draw so many cards, take so many turns, take so many shuffles, and come up empty-handed was only 0.2%. That's 1 in 500 games. And his expression in the end says it all. After being so far ahead in the beginning, it's hard to not feel robbed. But I think BBD puts it better than anyone else when he says, "Every day I wake up and tell myself, I'm living the dream." It's not a good dream, but still counts. In the end, that's Magic. Well, that's my video for today. If there are any games where you are incredibly unlucky and lost when you thought you were sure to win, let me know in the comments section below. Smash like for good luck and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, or your deck will only draw you lands.